Wop, 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 wop. That's kind of fucked up, Tomato. I didn't even hit live then. That was like seconds beforehand. What the hell? How did you know? Code? Oh, was that earlier? I did update it. Wait, did you ask that shit while I was waiting for Kate to... That's crazy. You can tell how long I've been here. Is that thing still up? Probably not, right? Yeah, no. How long I've been waiting? Because it's dark and there's been 2 mysterious hummings. I guess I'm always ready, like, as soon as possible. Tomodachi today or not. Tomodachi doesn't have fishing, and it is Fishing Friday. So I simply did everything I would do for that already. In case you're wondering, I opened up... Oh, hello, waiters. It's Fishin Friday. Let's go. I opened up Tomodachi Life to do the nighttime grab bag, and the first item I got was a pine cone, and I was like, oh, we're fucked today. And I proceeded to get 2 other things I already had, and I was like, oh, man. So, nothing really happens in Tomodachi Life. Okay, one thing happened. One singular thing happened, despite adding, like, 2 new people. Joel. Hello, Fallen Tomato. Put that shit away. Alright. So Tomodachi Life. I feel like we've gotten to the point. For some reason, my Miis are fucking allergic to each other. So not a lot has happened on like a fun like drama note. And my clothes have changed color? I also think so, but I don't know. I wouldn't remember what they would be. Mine are the same. I'm like looking at them. Happy Fishin' Friday. Welcome, Joseph. Welcome. Happy Fishin' Friday. Is there fishing in Tomodachi Life? Nope. That's why we're not playing it. Damn. Yeah, that's right. Not that, like I said, there's not much that would have happened anyway. I did add a close approximation to... Oh my god, it's Fishing Friday. It's Fishin' Friday. I added an approximation to my model into Tomodachi Life, and I showed it to Nilia, and all she did was laugh at me. Which is fair. Oh, it's over there. The Tomodachi Life, the like the face paint stuff, it is, if you need to do anything like above the head even a little bit, you have like no room. Or if you need to do something on like anything that isn't like specifically the face, forget about it. Unfortunately, the things I needed to do were in the eye and above the head. So it did not. That is the only limitation. I know, but it happened to be exactly where I needed it to be. Which, so I did my damnedest, but it's not very good, honestly. But I am there now. I think it's it gets the spirit of the model pretty well. What yawn is, I'm kind of scared of it now. Nah, you don't need to be scared of it. We see yawn like every other Map Monday. It's fine. But yeah, oh shit. It is in fact FanFest Day. Little big dude? Yes, yes, yes. Boom, boom, boom. So, new expansion for Final Fantasy XIV, first trailer. Very pog. All the new changes, very pog. The free trial going up to Shadowbringer? Holy. If you thought I was fucking annoying about it before, wait until you see how annoying I am about it now. Of course, I believe the, that starts on Tuesday? So I can't bother you too much about it yet. That doesn't really change much for me. I mean, well, you were already started the free trial. Now the only difference is the endpoint of the free trial is at a much better place. Because now you get to do Shadowbringers for free, which is insane. I think I've mentioned it, but Shadowbringers is like my favorite Final Fantasy by far. Pink shark, yo, nice. Of course, it's a little. I don't know if anyone you could catch up in main story in 9 months instead of 1,000. That's literally true. Yeah. Nice. But it's a, you know, you're right, but it's as if instead of like stopping like right before it gets really good, you actually get to do the part that's really good. So even though it's only like it's only a slight change in destination point, it makes a big difference. I think someone put it the best, which was like, who the fuck's gonna play up through Shadowbringers and not buy the game? Like at that point, you're invested. Like before, it was like, oh, people would buy the game because like they want to experience what Shadowbringers, what everyone keeps saying is like the best shit that Square Enix has ever done. Now it's like, well, now they can do that for free, which is cool. Come on. So it being free doesn't do much for me, but I'm happy for the people that it does affect. It's huge for the Switch 2 gamers. But yeah. Like, it was easy to recommend the Final Fantasy XIV demo before. It's gonna be like, not recommend, I'd be like, you have to play the Final Fantasy XIV free trial. Because it has 1 million hours of content and also like, and Shadowbringers is there too. They do, Jamie, they do! It literally exists. But, man. Very excited for the Final Fantasy XIV stuff. Like, obviously. Because it's furries. Don't make Shadowbringers free. Now the revenue is going to go down to $0, people yell. I mean, I don't know if you've listened to any parts of the keynote. There's a reason why, like people stick around despite some, like, lulls in content and shit for Final Fantasy XIV. And it's because, like, the people who actually make the game and Yoshi P are, like, some of the best to like handle a game there's ever been. Bro's like 56 still up there, like moving around and shit. Oh, there is another one of those somewhere. Whoa, that's weird. Okay. Right, that's the reason? No, no, no. There definitely is like a lot of that. Although Limsa's like more for the more like mainstream degenerate. If you want like the ERPers, you go to Ulda. Is it gone already? Where the fuck is it? Ah. Well, that's annoying. Well, that would be explain why I didn't see it. But, sup, Sant? Calling anyone a degenerate is weird, champ? No, no, it's not, Jamie. I think calling people a degenerate is pretty normal coming from a degenerate. Yoshi, you are... What the fuck? Another one? Well, maybe. I don't know. To be fair, I don't know. But also, like... Mr. President, a third rift. A third rift. Standard deviation. I was gonna say that, but I'm like, I don't know what Yoshi does outside of my stream. Maybe I should trust Yoshi when they say that. You know? But no. There are tiers to like, just like don't make it other people's problem. Well, that's the thing, right? If you're already in Limsa, right? Oh my god. You're kind of making it other people's problems. The people who are like RPing in like a non-invasive way, those people are in Gridania. You have like the 3 boxes of where people go depending on your your levels of stuff. Keep the ERP in the DMs as intended. Yeah, those are the people you find in Gridania. In Ulda, they're doing that shit in shout chat. And in Limsa, it's in say chat, but everyone's in like the same fucking area. So, with music scripts? Well, yeah. Well, that's why they do it there most of the time. I mean, there's music, like, people do play the music in a bunch of different spots, but for the more serious ones, they do tend to be in Gridania just because you don't have to worry about that specific type of player. All right, this one's gone now. Where's the third one? It's over there. Okay, what? Do I have to jump? What the hell? It's in the small pond. But there are levels to things, and you want to know something? At the well, there used to be back before it was possible to travel between servers. There used to be like entire servers where the whole thing was, if you went there, you were either going there because you did not know, or you knew and you were going there for the ERPers. They would just all put themselves into one server. Nowadays, it's more spread out, since you can just go wherever. But as the good Lord intended. Cultural exchange. Yeah, in a sense. Now, obviously, the specifics are unknown to me. I only know what like the general public would know after like a decade of playing the game. Because that's how long I've been fucking playing the game. Basically. But yeah. You know what I do in Final Fantasy XIV. I play the story and then I do maps. And there's very little in between. I like to play the game, but not like the content where you actually have to like deal with people who are bad. You can fuck it up. Unless it's very easy to recover. There's one fight in Endwalker that I had a lot of fun in because it was a mess for like your casual gamers that were like, oh, Final Fantasy XIV would never put anything even remotely difficult like in a story fight. And then they did. Why don't people just dodge? Sometimes they make it pretty tricky to dodge. That's why. We are talking about 14 male protagonists. See, NL's take about 14 is extremely correct for like 2.5 expansions. Not like a monkey like me. Literally true. Yoshi, you gotta get back in. I'm not disagreeing with that statement. Oh, what does Shadowbringers unlock class-wise? That's is that Dancer? No. Yes? Dancer Gunbreaker? Yeah. Yeah, it is Dancer Gunbreaker. Yeah, what the fuck? That's crazy. I hit fishing rank 22. Nice. Gunbreaker versus Gunfixer. That's Machinist Fallen. You have the Gunbreaker versus that. New jobs confirmed tank and fizz range. The only one I'm interested in is fizz range. I'm gonna be so fucking real. Santa's left the lobby. Damn. Also, Vieira and Hrothgar. That is true. You can now make Vieira and Hrothgars on the free trial, which is really sick. That means, well, male protagonist, do you know, is female Hrothgar locked behind a later expansion, or is it also in Shadowbringers? Should just be available for Shadowbringers. That's pretty cool. But that does mean that player customization options for free trial players will be just as much as a paid user. I forgot to turn the light back on. It's dark again. God damn it. I'll have to turn it back on after this fish. All right. Up. Code. Good job, Nilia. You're gonna get it one time. There you go. All right. Oh man, I'm excited though. Dawn Trail was fine. It wasn't my favorite expansion by a large margin, but I think a lot of the people who say it's like garbage are like kind of just a little bit mean about it. That it has purple on the edges. Huh, you're right. Weird. But I can see that they're trying to like, they realize like, okay, people didn't like that we had the warrior of light kind of like in a support role rather than the main spotlight. We're just gonna go back to what worked, and that is good to me. Anyway, I guess they could have had us in a support role. That's better. We'll see if Jollibee makes me play again. Who knows? Who knows? I'm trying to think. Now, so hopefully I get all the mounts before the new expansion drops. I wish you the best of luck. My Fall Guys thing on some set for life, nice. If the next thing is good. I was demotivated when it was bad. Like I said, Dawn Trail isn't bad. I mean, it is compared to like the last two expansions, but to be fair to Square Enix, those were like peak. But it had like the same problem I had with specifically Stormblood, where I was like, I get what they're doing in the first half of it, and I get what they're doing in the second half of it. If they stuck with the theme the entire time rather than splitting it, it would have been better. New fighting system coming, 8.0. Yep. I'm using the evolved fighting system for sure. The thing is, I did like the post main story quest. So the point X patches for story after I think point 2. I think they did a really good job of like capping off the story, which I feel like is good because my lord, did they need to do that? Which I feel is exactly what they fucking did with Stormblood. So it's like, whenever they have like a mediocre expansion, they're always like, let's make it better in the patch quest and then go to the next one. Also, you stopped during the Endwalker patch quest. Were we fighting in the WWE? Yoshi, you're literally gonna have to play the game to figure that out. Like, it's too much to explain. Me? Yeah, you stopped after the Endwalker main story quest. And I think you really would have liked the quest after that, which is a shame. In a few hundred hours, yep. Lovely ending to a video game. I know some people that were like that. I know that's actually like a pretty common sentiment, but it's not a JRPG. It must keep going. I think it's illegal for video games to end nowadays. I mean, you can have video games end. You can't. A live service game, obviously they're going to try to make it last as long as they can. If I simply pretend that it is, that's not how the world works. It is the end of an arc. So in theory, you could just stop playing at the end of base Endwalker and be like, this is it. I don't care where it goes from here. But me, I was like, I wish to see what they can do. That was the end for me. Yes, but it's not like it is the end. It is the end for you, which is true. But it's not the end of the story. I know why. It's literally a thing. I know why you're doing WWE. I paid attention. Oh, why? I'm not telling you. Like I said, it's a lot. And it like spoils a lot of what happens in the current expansion. I don't do content. That's true. If you ask me what happens in the WWE stuff, I couldn't tell you shit. But if you ask me why it's there, I can tell you that. Congrats on reaching level 5. Few hundred is a little too low. I don't think so. Very not present. I have the dogs. I know. Be as present as you wish to be. You know who's gonna be present the entire time? Me. I would hope. Are you dog sitting while sick? They sure are. They sure as fuck are. Oh, don't get me fucking started. True. I think you could get to the end of Dawn Trail in a few hundred hours. If that's all the content you did. If you were like, I'm going to sit down and do the main story until I get to the end, I think you could get there in a few hundred hours. A few hundred hours. Yeah, it's a lot of content. Nilia, you've already done the majority of those 100 of hours. Already. Like, you have to understand, they are in a realm reborn. Oh, like all the entire game. Yeah. It's not until next year. It's 9 months. You can definitely get there. Fucking Dawn Trail was a few hundred. No. I feel like Dawn Trail is 67. It's like 60, 70. It's like a normal JRPG length, I feel. Like some of those patch quests were very short for what they were. For a JRPG these days? Not really. Not the ones I play. Oh, so wait, what the fuck do you mean these days? What was the last JRPG you played and finished? Oh? Question mark? Yeah, banned from playing any more games. Nilia is someone who very much does not, well, that's not necessarily true. I think you could definitely, like, literally maybe Xenoblade 2. Oh my god, that's crazy. So yeah, what? Come on, Nilia, what the hell? But yeah, JRPGs can get pretty long. But I think, does the Final Fantasy VII remake count? I guess, yeah. Then that's fair. Unfortunately, that's like part 1 of 3. So it's not like an entire JRPG. Oh, there's no way I'm catching this. Fuck. The second one. Rebirth, I think it's called. But my last one I finished? Damn. It's tough. I want to continue playing Xenoblade Chronicle 3. But every time I turn on my Switch, I'm like, let me go play some Tomodachi Life real quick. And then I'm not booting up Xenoblade Chronicle 3. No, but like really? I'm struggling. I know. Now you can play Portage on the Switch too. That's true. I caught up in ZZZ. That's true. It took me one entire fucking day. That's honestly not that long to catch up. You must have been pretty close. That was one patch. See, that's a little crazy to me. That's too long for a mobile game. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're able to get your fat cat. Let's go. Don't get me started on HSR. I won't. Don't worry. Come on. All two of those games. You picked games that do not respect the player's time. I gotta say, it would be easier to play long JRPGs than to stay current in a gacha game right now, I feel. Because you will always have more content to have to do in a gacha game. Whereas with a JRPG, you kind of know how long it's going to take. Arknights respects your time. True. Wait, no. I thought about it for a second. I know how that game writes. I just got to be done with this, man. Redundant it felt? Well, yeah. Speaking of, I got some new friends with some pretty banger support lists after sending my support list and friend code to Reddit. This guy. I don't think I can give myself to care about Genshin story, like MiHoYo's story at this point. I feel like it's a fool's errand where you can get to some good stuff, but you have to go through like some of the driest writing of all time to get there. Oh shit, otherworldly bluefin. Maya appears on screen. I don't do that. I read. 200 fucking hours. Yeah, that's like in that time you could have read Yumineko, which I'm sorry to say, no matter how good Amphorius is going to be worse than something that's like a dedicated 200 hours of like content. It's well written and you know. I don't know. I do know. As someone who's read, like, I haven't read Amphorius, granted, but my lord, if I know how Star Rail writers work, the way that its story structure is going to be, even if it's good, it's still going to be like, why did it take you so long to do this? How good is LB6? LB6 is pretty good. I am a big fan of LB6. And that's way shorter than 200 hours. Doesn't change that it's a lot. I don't know. Like, I get it. Yeah, yeah. Or for my friend, LB7 might as well be 200 hours. True! You kind of have no money. Jamie, I literally told you that! I know. Did you think I was fucking making a joke? No. Well, it kind of is a joke. That is true. It kind of is a joke. Anyway, I'm glad people like Amphoria. Also, like, you know how many people fucking stopped playing Star Rail because of it, though? Shh. Badlands area or whatever. I stopped playing ZZZ after Bernice. I was like, I'm done. And it just kind of did nothing. At the very least, I do think Star Rail does have that JRPG story appeal. Which ZZZ doesn't particularly have, but... see where it would go. I mean, that's just how it is, unfortunately. ZZZ is an anime episodic. Yeah. Whereas Star Rail is a JRPG and Genshin is... What the fuck is Genshin? Getting too much? Yeah, ZZZ, this is for a very specific audience, unfortunately for Nilia. It's like a Breath of the Wild blue chunks. Jamie, you are like... You're maybe like actually 6 years like behind on how Genshin is, to be honest. Genshin is Minecraft? I wish. Played Villister Wonderland. True! Okay, Yoshi, that's a good joke. That's a fucking great joke. Is Genshin good? Genshin has, like, all of Hoyo games have the same problem where I'm like, there are parts of it that are good and parts of it that are very bad. They're like years, really. Yep. The bad part is the gacha. No, the bad part is the artifact system. The gacha is also there, but the artifact system is what Genshin will forever be known for ruining entire fucking gachas with. The gacha also. Copycat. True, but I didn't get into the fucking beta. Unless they didn't send out mine and they're just holding it off for later, maybe. Maybe like tomorrow, maybe right now. Probably not. I would probably play and keep up. I don't know if that would get me to do it. Natlan really fucking killed any enjoyment I could get from Genshin, to be honest. Star Rail, I know what stopped me from playing Star Rail, and it was the game itself, the gameplay. I hated the way that like everything was done with the way they incentivized you to pull. The story. That's fair. Apparently Amphorius is pretty good though, if you have like 200 hours to waste. You hated the game? Literally, yeah. Star Rail has like good for Genshin. That's the thing. I can tell when Genshin puts its best foot forward and actually does something good. But it's still Genshin at the end of the day. No matter what they put into it, as long as they keep the same shit the way they design things, I'm still not gonna like it at the end of the day. Same with Star Rail. I go back every so often to get free pulls and roll on people. I use the same team I've had since fucking Penacony to clear all content. Each patch that really drove people off. Yeah. Yep. Like I said, the game part, that's the game part of Star Rail that pushed me off. And I really, I just didn't care for it. Oh, what do you mean? I think as soon as I realized that QQ was no longer viable, I was like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'll play a little bit until I get bored of it. And that's what I did. Character I love sucks. It is crazy though that we went from like, oh, I did 100,000 damage, that's so good, to now I hit like 1 million with fucking the Herda, and I'm like, wow, what a low roll. Like, what the fuck happened, man? Resident Creeper, yeah. I just don't trust MiHoYo to make combat. Any kind of combat-based game. Which is why I'm looking forward to Petit Planet, because they don't have to do that. They can simply sell cute shit, and that's it. They don't, there's not gonna be like, oh, my cute character is no longer like cute because they power crept it. Yay, more collectibles turned my brain off too. Yeah, I mean, I think we mentioned it enough. Do we still know their monetization? We know a little bit more about their monetization with the second closed beta test. We do, yes. It's like a have you heard this one before? Fortnite Battle Pass. I don't know what's on it though. I think you can check you can check the information for that. What is my favorite part of Genshin? Is it fucked up? My favorite part of Genshin was the exploring part, but I fucking hated the puzzle solving and collection part. I liked going to new places to go there and then not doing anything. I am a true freak in that genre. I do the same thing, by the way, in Enfield. By the way, I love going to places to look at them and then fucking not doing the puzzles I see there unless I feel like it. And most of the time I don't. The time. Yeah. This is more just how I play the game. This is why I like playing JRPGs more than open world games. Did you do your Tomodachi gacha? Yeah, it wasn't great. Got a pine cone and 2 things I already got. Yesterday, damn. Whatever, I will pay. I will not pay, but I will play it. I got a pine cone, yeah. They gave me a fucking pine cone, Yoshi. Got a cool room layout. Punchers! What the fuck? As long as it's cheapish. I don't think, obviously because it's closed beta. Apparently there's a release date for Petite Planet as well. What? Yeah, wait. Petite Planet release date. Ah, shit. This fish is tough. I wouldn't fucking get it anyway. Oh, it was just... See, this is why I should click on posts more often. That was not, in fact, a release date. Some fucking idiot didn't see the year on the, on the first closed beta test and thought that was the release date. God damn it, I keep missing. Oh well. Anyway, hope I still get in. Please. They should make gay furry Tomodachi life. Yo, Jamie, do I have good news for you about Tomodachi life and also Petite Planet? That was sort of the layup joke, yeah. Oh. Well. Anyway, I don't trust MiHoYo anymore to do combat. I think they fuck it up every time because of the nature of, like, gotchas. And that's, I mean, that's what you're doing all the time. In gotchas, unless you're playing a good gotcha, which has the ability to just skip the farming parts of it. You still can't do that, by the way, in either of those games. You have to at least watch your auto go through. But once again, we'll never forgive MiHoYo for the artifact system, actually. Worst shit they've ever done. Arc Knights conditionally. Yeah. Which is nice. They do have it, but they have you watch the auto. You know, it's a furry game secretly. Fucking this one. Except not so secretly, I guess. Little Witch in the Woods. Oh, yeah. Arknits, if you can prove you can fully AFK at no RNG bullshit. You did go back to that. That makes sense to me. That's what I'll say about that. To be fair, probably good. It's fine. I think that's a fine system. Some new form of gay lust. I see. It definitely is a witch-based indie game then. Look, we're all thinking it, right? Now, necromancy strats and FGO though. No. I think back in early Arknights, a lot of my autos had what's her face in it? Oh, what's that character that has a an RNG% chance to have their shot, like it's an archer with an explosive shot. I had a bunch of clears with that, and sometimes she would just not proc ever and fucking fail it, and I was like, oh god damn it. W? I don't think W has a percentage chance. W puts down random bombs though, right? I'm talking early Arknights. Yoshi. Before W released. Like, I'm talking like year one shenanigans. Designed for a very specific audience. B? What the fuck are you talking about? That's before W? That's true. Like I said, Fallen, it's definitely an indie game with a witch theme. I feel like if you have that kind of setup, there's like an 80% chance to have this exact kind of design. I mean, the character design for that target. There's a big overlap there. What was her fucking name? She was good. It was one of those, the really long paths with the, that was just like 3 squares that went that way. Not platinum. I know platinum. Meteorite! That's it. This moth lady character. Ah, shit. Oh. Her indie witch-like. Let me double check that it was Meteorite. I think it was, though. That name sounds familiar. Yep, that's her, all right. Shout out to Meteorite, man. Applied for a job at that studio once. Well, everyone's still over here. I'm just gonna fish from the actual shore, I guess. Oh shit. Bay's large wiggly nipple. Demanding attention. All good. Get a paid package like that. 1 Mega Man gotcha. I mean, I'm sure at some point, right? Arknights will EOS, but it's a good fucking game. I think it's got a pretty long tail. We'll see like what happens once it gets there though. But that's always the problem. You're like, have we had a situation before where a good gacha game EOS'd? I guess Dragalia lost, but that was so long ago. I'm stop killing games posting, I'm afraid. No, you're right. You are correct to say these things. Kingdom Hearts. I said a good gacha game. Not an important one, a good one. Union Cross as a game was very bad. You can ask Nilia when Nilia gets back. To be fair, the same phenomena exists in MMOs. Literally true, yep. But I'm kind of talking specifically about like a major mobile game. Like Dragalia Lost is the only big one that still had like a decent amount of people playing it that EOS'd. But I do agree, like, there should always be an offline version once you're no longer planning to make money on it. Because, like, it's a piece of art. It should be allowed to be experienced. Like, it shouldn't just go away because you're no longer able to support it. Like, fuck you, basically. Even if it's a gacha, even if it's like a piece of shit. Now, obviously, there's a lot of piece of shit gachas that EOS. Stop killing games or whatever. Yeah, exactly. If you thought for a moment I disagreed with that, you got another thing coming. I fully respect you as a live service game, and it was a game you literally could not have spent money on with a primarily collaborative narrative focus. I think even that shouldn't fully EOS, but I don't know. Like, even if you can't get the full experience from an offline version, you should still have the option to play what's there. Or just like have it be available. I don't know. It's tough. Unless that's the purpose of it? Fuck. Okay, so what if the purpose of art is to have it only stick around for so long and then not be accessible? Like, what was it called? Unis Honest from Markiplier? I guess in that case it's fine. If like if that's like the literal art part of it, but I don't know. I will never die, actually. Well, you have a better chance than call me friend inside me the way I will never die. Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Toy Story 5, baby! What did Toby mean by this? Where's Yoshi? Yoshi, what did he mean by this? Go through chapter 5. That's what he meant? The thing is, he already made a reference to friend inside me. Gonna go eat food. All right, let me go do the dolls. I gotta do that. I forgot. I already own Deltarune. I'll play it if you guys want to watch me do it, but I was probably just gonna do it off stream because I like to do that shit blind. Yeah, that's a blind game. I respect that. There are games I do play off stream specifically because I don't want none of you to say fuck all to me, all right? A week after it drops. We could. Probably not gonna get much out of me. Anyway, it's the dolls time. Oh, let me make sure I can see what you're saying. Rainbow worm. Okay, well, we're not there yet. Evil eye. We are there. Come on, today's the day. Fuck! It's another active! God damn it. Speaking of random bullshit. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather just go through that in my own time. Be mad that, like, because of the way my save files are set up, I can't go back and get all of the fucking black shards onto one file. I thought about doing it again, and I was like, nah, I'm good. You think this is Genesis? I don't think that shit's in the item room. Also, it can't be. Isaac's Tears? Okay, it could be that. Okay, it's white. I'm colorblind? Dude, you're gonna kill Des? I already did that. Driving in my car. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. How about Mom's Pad? That's like a bad item that's... Mom's... Yeah. Oh, that's tier 0, actually. Also, wow, okay. Maybe it is Mom's Bro. What the fuck? Oh, no, it can't be. Every time that comes up in my recommended feed on YouTube, I'm like, fuck it, why not? Why not? When was the last time I heard it? Let's go again. Ugh, it's fucking funny. Enemies fly status effect. 1, not pure white. Are you, the ball? Friend ball? Nope, it's white. Not friend finder. Is Game Kid white? Yeah, it is. Ah, fuck. Crane game. Right, of course. Description. Mass damage spider butt, I think is the name of that. Yep. Yan. You're not allowed to say Yan until you play Final Fantasy 14, alright? You're not allowed to say Yan until you have the mount for the Yan, alright? There's Fallen. There. I have it. I also have the minion as well. Rainbow. Yeah, okay. I have 50 gigabytes of computer space. It's time to start deleting, baby. Time to start deleting. I would say go buy some, but memories, like storage is kind of expensive right now. Simply buy a Switch 2. How the fuck is it gonna fit on the Switch 2? You're gonna need a big ass expansion card for that one. I guess you could use like smaller textures or less high res textures, but still. What the fuck am I guessing here? I know. Locus of pestilence. Less than 20. Okay. How about children's heart? 13 exactly. Purple, red. Fuck. About them not having enough memory. Yeah, they're running out of coins. Coins? Red coins, but nothing else? So they're running into like problems where the PS4 can no longer physically run Final Fantasy 14. Like it just simply cannot. So they said that they have like 2 years. In 2 years, it will get to the point that it won't be able to. Just make it so it does. They probably could devote like some amount of dev time to that, but it's probably a waste of time, right? Broken magnet? No, that does more than coins, right? What the fuck? It's only coins! What the hell? That's why it's broken? Yeah, broken bad, not broken good. The fuck? Alright, me when I'm a key. Rotten beggar? Bone? Oh, I've forgotten. Who knows? Drops by Super Sins. Yeah, that makes sense. Got. All right, next. But I cannot stress enough. Starting Tuesday. Right? Say it, Tuesday? Ah, fuck. It's probably gonna have to be speed maps on Monday. Fuck. Starting Tuesday. That's when the new free trial starts. Is that correct? That sounds right to me. Monotype fully evolved. Plenty of good options here. You can go with like Superior. Ooh, okay. Gens 2, 3, or 4? Go with a 2-stage evolution from Gen 3. We're thinking about Mightyana? Yeah, Tuesday's patch. Okay, Gen 4. Gray or black. Mono type. Gen 4. How about Miss Magus? Oh, okay, what type is it? Ground. Howdon. Okay. Starting on Tuesday. I'll bother everyone I can to start playing Final Fantasy XIV. This Pokemon resembles a beautiful flower, a properly displayed of gorgeous blooming, gorgeous colors. Florges? Floette? Grass. Oh, it actually is a grass type. Okay, flower. Sunflora? Gen 7, 2-stage, fully evolved. Gen 7 looks like a flower. It's not Comfey. It's not Lurantis. Unless it is Lurantis? Lurantis' whole thing is that it looks like a bug. Not a flower, though. Is this Lurantis? You gotta be honest with me. Fuck you! It's supposed to look like a fucking praying mantis, not a flower. That's his whole camouflage thing. You can't say it looks like a flower. You literally can't. That's against his whole fucking thing. Whatever. That's an M. Flower mantis. It is a flower that looks like a mantis. This is Staraptor, by the way, yeah. The M, that's pretty iconic. What? Okay, Staravia. Fuck you. Oh, I put in the wrong one. That's like very clearly the M that he has. No, it's definitely that. I put in Starly by accident. Sharon. Fucking garbage ass game. Alright, Myrtle. Ah, fuck! It's so bright today. Oh, fuck, it's Friday. I actually have to try. Forensics determined a weapon of meat, at least partially of ceramic, was present in the gift shop. Okay. Let's see how we're doing out of ceramic. Only one thing. Okay, a rare vase was in the gift shop. It's not that big, but it is quite a lot. Was born March 4th. Pisces. 1 Pisces, 2 Pisces. So we can't get that one just yet. But who was it that's there? These two. So everyone else can't be on the rooftops. The tallest suspect had a weapon. Okay, well, at least someone has to be the tallest, right? Major Red had a paint. Paint. How many things are made of one thing? Okay. Easy enough. We know they're not in the gift shop because they don't have the vase. Viscount Eminence was lugging around a heavyweight weapon. That's heavyweight. That's heavyweight. Medium, light, heavy. Okay. So the statue and the vase are heavy. So not these two. That's a statue, right? Yeah. Oh, wait. Well, no. Okay. That's it. An abstract statue was certainly not beside some fancy soaps. Soaps, huh? Probably the bathroom. Just gotta double check that one. In case they're doing something fucked up. It's fancy soaps. The abstract statue is definitely not there. Sure. A messenger had this to read. Next to an... Oh, fuck, it's so big. What the fuck is this? Was found next to an blank blank was found on top of for art something. Classes, probably? Yeah, classes. So we need this. Next to a blank blank was found, or this might not be next. I literally don't think that can be anything other than next. A blank blank was found. Let's just get rid of this. Blank, blank, blank. N blank, blank was found. Can't be poisoned. And interesting. There's no way that's interesting, right? Ah, fuck. Okay, but what's this then? Article? Next to an interesting article was found on top of blank for art class. Interesting article. Next to an interesting article was found on top of something for art classes. Abstract. No. The fuck is this? Next to an interesting article. I don't think that's right. Am I... To an interesting article was found. And... Am I crazy? Does this not make any fucking sense? Next to an interesting article was found on top of blank for art classes. Hosts? No. I'll come back to that. Lavender brought an abstract. Well, okay. Don't make it too easy on me now. Well, then we know where you were. You were here. You were here. Do you have any information about this? Rooftop garden. Next to a... Is there some word this can be that's not next? Recital, interesting recital was found? No. I... What do we know? If you have this, you can't... You know where you are. You're here. You have to have one of these two weapons. Was it evil? I know. Hey, Fallen, can you help me decode this? Specifically, like, this word and this word. Because this is like next to an... Apparently this is interesting something was found on top of something for art classes. But the flyers for an art class, for art classes, found on top of flyers for art classes. So how do we make this make sense for was found on top of flyers for art classes? Article. That's what Yoshi said, but next to an interesting article was found on top of flyers for art classes? That doesn't make sense. Okay, so it's probably this. Let's use base principles here. It's probably this. Right? Make this sentence make sense? No, that's why I'm confused. Okay, but what had the articles for? So we took a flyer. Okay, so it is here. That's good, I think. I think that's good. Because now we can do something, I'm sure, with all this information to make it work. All right, we know you aren't... Where? Where do we know for a fact you aren't? Well, this has to be here. So you have to have this, and you have to have that. See? Told you. In the entry room, by the way. Where's the fuck's the entry room? Okay. Well. You're here. You are not in the entry room. Okay. Since we know this, you can go here, here. Here. Which means you are here. And you are here. Which means you are in the entryway. Nice. Okay. Lord Lavender with the abstract statue. I still don't know what this sentence means, by the way. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Domain. Nope. Open notebook. Close notebook. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Anyway. Why is it like that? I literally couldn't tell. 10 minutes. Fuck. What was this supposed to be? I want to know. Next to an interesting article was found on top of flyers for art classes. That doesn't... That's not logically coherent. I had to like fucking assume that it was this because it has an interesting article. I don't think open in a new window. Enter letters. Fix 15 max. Fuck you, buddy. I want an yeah, interesting. There it is. The only word is next. Next to an interesting article was found on top of flyers. I think that's flyers anyway. Yep, flyers for art classes. That's fuck you. Okay, I'll just... Oh wait, we're not done with the dolls. I forgot. What are we feeling today? What are we feeling? What are we feeling? Hina ballin'? I don't think they would have Hina balling in particular. You're not alone? Okay, good. We might be able to get Hina from Rune Factory 5. But let's go animal. Okay, so you gotta give me an animal next time. How about that? I know a little bit about Hina, the character. Dark hair, no. Human skin, yes. Japanese anime, no. Video game, yes. Not blonde. Okay, does your character fight? Yes. Hina does be fighting. Does your character use guns? I don't think there are guns in Rune Factory 5. White hair, no. Pink haired, yes. Elemental powers, technically, I go probably. Did that one have guns? She had cannons. I don't think she had a gun though. Does your character use a bow? Fuck, what was Hina's weapon in Rune Factory 5? I think it was magic. But I think you could give them whatever weapon you want, so we're gonna go probably not. No. From a mobile game, no. You control your character, no. Your character knows cell phone is, no. No, not evil. Linked with Nintendo, no. Wear a hood, no. Fly? No. Nope. 2D game. Nope. 3D game. Singer. Nope. Red haired. Nope. Pink. Not giving it to you this time. In love with a man. I don't know. No? I don't know. Give me something. Give me an easier question to answer. Multiplayer game, no. Does your character wear clothes? You gotta ask that for all the creeps asking about other characters. From a popular game. Would you describe the Rune Factory 5 game to be popular? Probably not, right? It's a pretty niche game. Probably not? Yeah. Cast spells, yes. Pointed ears. Hina's ears are pointed, right? Now, when it says pointed ears, does it mean like an elf or... I'm gonna go with yes, but you're not gonna like the way I think of that. Often wear a hat. No, but in Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma, she does. We're going for Rune Factory 5 in particular. Connection with cats now. Boxes. Dark skinned. Nope. Animal ears. Yep. Genshin Impact. Nope. Yes. From the Fate series. Now you ask that. They're not a YouTuber. They do not have a phone. No. Character an adult. No. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. No. Hina VTuber? No. No. You got a lot of mobile games. Hina has not been to space, as far as I'm aware. They are from a video game. Yeah. I've answered that, though. Does Hina have a tail? Yeah, Hina has a tail. Is your character a child? That is what not being an adult means. They are not from Baldur's Gate 3. A cat girl, no. I already said they're associated with foxes, but whatever. Have horns. Yes. Hina does have horns. 2 horns, yes. Is your character an animal? No, they are a person. Purple skin, no. Is your character short? They are a child. Crystals in my hands. I see what you're trying to say. They are probably not human. I believe they are demi-beast or something. They have white skin. Yeah, I would say so. Green hair, no. I haven't done any of the egg stuff in Deltarune. That's not my style. We're getting all the controls? Damn. Glorp Rabbit? What? Oh, you. Hello, welcome back, Nilia. You create your character. I'm doing my Akinator stuff as per usual. Pink hair. How many times do I have to answer that they have pink hair? Do they have a sister? Oh, fuck. What's the lore with Hina? Fuck. Yes, right? No. Yeah, yes? No, no, wait, hold on. No. Brother. She has a brother. Say, yeah, checking the wiki. I'm pretty sure that she has a brother. Uncle, mother, uncle, unnamed father. Let's go. Not a sister. Not a dragon. Does your character have powers? Yes? Like literally yes. From the mother's side, I believe. Cat-like. No. Fox-like. Come on. Is your character a human being? Probably not. How to sit again? Z. Or X. Sorry. Fuck. I got wrong. What kind of question is this? Hello? Hello? I said child? Fuck off. What the hell is wrong with you? They are not a demon. Linked with fire. No. 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 Oh my god. He's fucking with me. He's gotta be. Not a student. There are no schools in that town. Long tail. I would describe it as long, yes. I already said they're not from Baldur's Gate 3. Akinator? Come on. This one's not even that big of a deal. They have Arabella, but not Hina. What the fuck? Alright, where is everyone? Over there. Oh, tomato curry. Kinda mad on that one. They should have been able to get Hina. I feel like they had all... Like, what about Arabella is fox-like? Come on. Like, is it because I said she's not human? She's like a werebeast, right? She's like half werebeast, half regular person. Her mom's like an actual, like, kitsune. I know my Hina lore. She's been in 2 games now. Were animal. Yeah. See, the problem is they didn't ask, does this character wear sunglasses? Then they would have gotten it, because Hina be ballin'. I am still so sad that Hina isn't able to wear sunglasses in Guardians of Azuma. Angel lost her wings that game. True. I guess it's not I don't think it's the first time Rune Factory has ever had like a child character grow up and be a marriageable option in like a different game. But it is weird, like having a character that was like ostensibly a child and now you can simply date and marry and have kids with them in a different game. It's a little weird. But what's more fucked up is that she's not even great. Like as a marriage option, she's like a very vanilla option for sure. Given the candidates. What the fuck? What's my mouse doing all the way over there? Is the VOD of the part where I got Hinabi Ballin still around? Probably not. Isn't anything wrong with it? Yeah, literally correct. There's nothing wrong with it. It is just weird. Don't know the Hinabi Ballin lore? That's true. It's a great emote, though. It's one of the best ones here. Be off-putting. Yeah, it's a little off-putting. Now, granted, if you didn't play Rune Factory 5, you're literally just seeing Hina for the first time. So it's probably, like, not even a little bit weird. I'm literally saying that the discomfort is literally on me. Because I played the previous game. And therefore, know this character from when they were a child, right? But there's literally nothing wrong with having Hina come back like as an adult, as a marriage option. Like it's literally just like, I knew you from when you were a kid. Be as sentence, you know what I mean? There's a cutscene where she was in the background. Good stuff. The angle was perfect. It's really good. Anyway, best girl in Guardians of Azuma is unfortunately Pilika. And Pilika is like paid DLC. Which it sucks. Because you shouldn't have to pay for the characters in the game to be accessible for their fucking... Even like their friendship stuff should not be like locked behind a fucking paywall. But whatever. Man, who gives a shit? I give a shit, actually. That's what I'm saying. It's so fucked up. Can she break it down? Pilika? Probably. Cut out the relationship and stuff. Yep. And like one of the major parts of Pilika's story is like literally very plot relevant too. It's so fucking stupid. I'm very mad about that. I hope Rune Factory 6 is better than that for the DLC. Don't get it twisted. I really did think that Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma had some really good bachelorettes and bachelors this time around. But it's hard to be like, yeah, but one of them is locked behind like DLC. Particularly the one I liked the most was locked behind DLC. You know what the problem is? Hina should have been a much funnier character, but she's the vanilla choice in Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma, which is weird because there's like a character that feels like was designed to be more of like your typical like that kind of character, and it's just not. Very weird. Anyway, Guardians of Azuma was still a pretty good game. I hated the fucking... town management part of it, but that's a me problem. Like high stand? Yeah, they do just look at each other. It's pretty good. Sup? When's Rune Factory 6 coming out, by the way? Wasn't that like... But Guardians of Azuma felt like it came out like... last year. Right now, that would be nice for me. I'll be honest. I don't like that sound. I could use like a proper Rune Factory game where the only thing you have to do is your farm. What's up with that? Oh, you can just buy them from the shop. It's the most expensive one, the 10K rod. Large fish. It's pretty big. Not the largest we have here, but it's pretty good. Yeah, you're a little bit behind on the money making, Nilia, but that's okay. We all have the 10K gold fishing rods. My econ is in scrambled. Yep. Play Scrandle? Nah. Congrats on level 7, Nilia. I still can't believe I did the fuck. You know what? I can believe it. I did literally cheat so that it didn't take forever. But I did do literally every single relationship story in Rune Factory 5. Every one of them. Crazy. Come on. Fuck. I tried to get ready for it to do bubbles, but I was wrong. Houses rule. That's Pocopia. Scrandle. Econ is in shambles. I don't know what sentence you're talking about, unfortunately. Who just reached level 7? That's right, they put bugs in him? Or, that's right, they put bugs in him. Because that's right, they put bugs in him is a pretty funny. I think Pocopia was literally designed for players like me who are like, okay, we'll have it be like, if you want to get insane about it, you can get insane about it. But if also all you want to do is like see Pokemon and like get to an ending, you can also do that. Getting bugs put inside. That sounds like a fucking punishment, to be honest. Even in the context that they did in Kingdom Hearts, that wasn't a good thing. Ooh. Oh my god, isn't there a new Fire Emblem game supposed to be out this year as well? Boy howdy. There are some things that I really need to play. Still playing Pocopia? Me, no. I'm playing Tomodachi Life, living the dream. Which is much more up my speed. I'm in my 30s and they don't like that. By they, I mean people. I thought you meant the isopods. So yeah, I also thought you meant the isopods. I'm like, are isopods like capable of understanding that you? Isopods are ageist. That's true. Be like, do not perceive me. I guess they kind of are like, do not perceive me. On Twitter hags. You think isopods are on Twitter? That's fucked up. Ooh. Twitpod. That's an awful name, I gotta say. ISO tweet. Let's go. I bet Twitpod goes crazy. I don't know about that. I'm gonna go look? What do you mean you're going to go look? What do you mean by the sentence? Moon Shimmer? Are those isopod posters? Well, there are probably posts about isopods, but there's no isopods posted. You know what I'm saying? They don't got that technology yet. No, like an RP account? Where they're an isopod posting. I don't know about that one, Chief. Ooh, nice. Oh shit, an isopod VTuber? 2 of them. I gotta check this out. What the hell? The VTuber market, it sure is like... It sure is populated by quite the wide range of models, isn't it? People crave for isopods? Yeah. You can just do whatever you want. It's beautiful, I think. It is, in a sense, kind of beautiful. In another sense, it's less so, but we can ignore that sense for now. Round little bug guys who aren't actually bugs. I think you can be bug-like without being a bug. I think that's allowed. Nelia, how do you feel about that sentence? Or a nerd answer? I want what's true to your heart. I would say one can certainly be bug-like. You would say you're bug-like? I don't know about that. It's one of those categorizations that are, it's kind of like fish. I know a fish when I see a fish, alright? Everything we fish up, that's a fish. True bugs. I do love that So when sometimes scientists love to just name things like True X. They're like, actually, this is the real thing. All other things that people think is this are not this because they're not true this. And honestly based. But like words, especially like categorizations of words, yeah, are to be understood. To be things. Yeah, exactly, Nilia. You get it. Come on, I can get this. Let's go! Enormous otherworldly bluefins. The fish, there's no thing that is a tree. Wrong, I have trees outside, I'll have you know. Those are real trees. Probably. I don't know, I haven't like touched them, so they might be like fake for all I know. But well, that's like, it'd be pretty wild if for some reason all of the trees in my backyard were simply fake this whole time. I just simply didn't know because I didn't touch any of them. I got big and tall. Doesn't go outside. How can he tell? I can tell what a tree is when it cracks in half and I can see its dead corpse on the ground. What the fuck? That's the only way I can tell. Like I said, if I'm looking at a tree from a distance without touching it, how am I supposed to tell if it's real or if it's just like plastic? Fake ass tree. As a better isopod community, I would not know. I am not on Blue Sky. Salem tree trials, what the fuck? It's actually a cake. Fuck! If you think about it, Yoshi, all times where you burn a person are Salem tree trials. You thought all trees were silicone? God. There are some people that be like that. Me when the most carbon thing I can think of is fucking silicone. Yeah, okay, buddy. Try cutting a log. Have they not interacted with wood at all? More like. Messed up. You can do that. I'm doing that right now, as a matter of fact. Well, not right now because like it's dark out, but there's some trees growing over there. I'm pointing as if you guys could possibly fucking know what I'm talking about. Nilia might have some idea of what I'm talking about, but that's about it. But yeah, you can literally just watch trees grow. You can also like watch them do a bunch of shit. Tree growing literally next to the foundation of the house, and part of me is like, we need to cut this part of. I planted a lime tree this week. Sick. And part of me is like, we need to cut this part of me is like, let the whole world burn. I mean, yeah, it's not, I mean, you gotta have to. Sorry, I don't use commas. Is that true? I don't think that's true. I think you do use commas. Thinks I don't use them enough. That might be correct. That might be correct. 1 second. I can literally check this. Wait, another second. I'm deaf hungry tonight. No, okay. But I could just put a comma instead. That's not how commas are supposed to be used. You know what pisses me off? I can think of a couple things, Nelia. Where are we starting? The M dash from me? You don't use M dashes. Get out of here. Use M dashes all the time. When I'm writing formally or like business. I see. Comma. Alright. Oh shit! I don't know if it's because of the way Discord's search engine does, but if you do try to search for a comma in our DMs, 0 come up. There's no way though. I'm a big comma user. Yeah, okay. It just literally doesn't get them. I don't use M dashes. I will, however, use colons and semicolons. Like, a lot. I'm not getting this fish. No shot. Same at work. Me when I'm programming be like... For this reason, should come up with a solution. I see. Yeah, no, I would just use like, I rarely would use a dash, but I think I would just use like a regular ass dash for that. Probably I would put that in like commas, which I guess is like functionally the same thing. Those you would fucking end the sentence. For this reason. Or use parentheses. I do use parentheses quite a bit. I put commas in there. Yeah, fallen. Let's go. I may or may not overuse commas. I do think when you're talking in a natural fashion, there do tend to be breaks that really only make sense to use commas for rather than any other punctuation. And because of the way I write, there's a lot of commas. Basically like or. Yeah, I use 2 vertical lines for that. Hey. That's not funny. I'm sorry. I just ball where you. I do like how that is like very much a specific part of like how people write though. Like obviously author's voice and whatever, but even in like regular old conversation, the way we use punctuation is kind of like very much ourselves. It's cool. It is cool. If a little bit fucked up. Rambly, but I am rambly. Now, I would never agree with you on some facet that might sound negative, but you do ramble a lot. That is true. Really bad with run-on sentences. It's just like one sentence. I've gotten much better at that after I started writing a lot more. You kind of notice it when you have like a fucking text editor be like, this is a run-on sentence, and I'm like, fuck it is. Fuck! For the background information. That's fine, by the way. I try to keep what I say very small. I like to be like readable at a glance and get my point across as like just like in as few words as possible as to not confuse anyone. The thing I hate the most is like miscommunication. See, I try to do that. Well, I fully explain this stuff. It is a balance. You gotta really fucking... It's a whatchamacallit, a skill, that's it. Sorry, I was trying to think. I was like, what the fuck's the word for something you have to train up? It's a skill. Fucking duh. It is a skill. You have to like purposely try to get better at it. If you don't want to, of course. Wow, this fish is not getting caught. Bum, bum. Don't like that sound. I mean, same to Fallen. I think I do luck out in that I'm a streamer and I never have to explain anything that might be misconstrued basically almost all of the time. My ass does not need to be specific. Why? Because I simply don't. I can just be like, I'm live. Like, what is there to misconstrue there? You know what I mean? I guess. What do you mean you guess? I don't know. Okay, fair, fair, fair. See, that's what you get for trying to use less words. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You still gotta explain your thoughts, I guess? About what? Like, I explained my thoughts on stream. I'm supposed to be rambly now. You know what I mean? I can say whatever the fuck I need to say on stream, but for like most other things, I don't think so. Oh, come on. One. I think it's a good place to be, though. I'm just gonna sit here and ramble like a lunatic. Hell yeah! Dude. I could... Even when I did have, like, no viewers, I was a master of... I talk to myself all the fucking time. And I know why. It's because it helps me remember what the fuck happened, as I can't, like, visually remember it. So if I repeat it out to myself, it's kind of like I'm in school, like, repeating to myself what I'm writing down for, like, notes to have, like, put it further into my memory, right? So it is I can talk to myself for a while if I need to. Obviously, it's easier if I have someone else to talk the shit with, but yapping to myself, that's easy. Actually, it's literally something I do like by myself outside of streaming, which, you know, I've tried to get better at not doing that while other people are around. Because I understand that they're like, why are you talking to yourself about like how you're making your tea? And I have to be like, okay, look, I just don't want to forget. Online OVS and like the same exact way I get excited when I stand up to dance in public. I mean, you are literally like putting yourself out into the great internet. The greater internet. Wow, that's a much bigger fish. Holy. The greater internet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I can understand how that would happen for some people. Me, though, second nature. For some reason, like online in particular. And you just kind of talk. Yoshi, you don't gotta fucking call me out like that. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the hell? Oh, but yeah, it's literally true. I talk to myself a lot because it's way easier for me to remember things when I do. And like it helps keeps me like from losing track of what I'm doing as well. Like it's purely like a functional thing, but on stream it's more of a nothing wrong with that. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it, obviously. It fucking works too. But like when other people are around, like when you said I literally went into call like in the middle of it and saw that you were talking to yourself, I was like, oh fuck, right. I forgot I did do that. Shit. It's a little embarrassing when other people see you do it. But not when I'm like streaming, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing, if that makes any fucking sense. The problem is the games I play also have like moments where talking isn't particularly good for like what's happening on stream. Or like if there's nothing I have to say, which I guess there's periods of times when I don't have anything to say. Something through. Yep. Talking to yourself is goated when you're trying to think something through. Just under my breath. Sometimes I'm talking like out loud. You loud enough for anyone to hear? That's what I'm trying to get better at doing. It's tough because I'll forget that I'm talking to myself. People's walls. More puppy or bunny, be honest. I don't want to answer that question. That feels like a trap no matter how I answer it. Personnel. I'm thinking, all right? I thought you wanted to be a bug, but that's not one of the options, Sant. Nilia, you know what you remind me of? You remind me of that that myth about bunnies where they're like, if a bunny gets lonely, they die. Oh, real? The default bunny personality type in my mind when I think of it? Yeah. I feel like for a lot of... Has anyone checked on Bunny? I'm sure Bunny's fine. They're probably playing like Dota or Slay the Spire too. I think the problem there is that while dogs have like big personalities, dogs have big personalities. Bunnies have small personalities, but they kind of like are associated with other things outside of what dogs are. It's the fucked up situation. You think I die if I'm alone? I think most people do. But also that's a myth. That doesn't actually happen. My first 5-star fish? Ooh, congratulations. Speaking of 5-star fish, yoink. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Like, there's like multiple layers to that, right? Like, we're a social species, like, we kind of need to have some kind of social interaction. Then you have like how much can you possibly do to keep yourself alive alone without like anyone's help at all? It's like a whole like spew of things that make it so that like technically we all die if we're alone. We simply don't have that kind of self-sustainability. I guess you could reach that level, but probably not like there right now. Especially not in the Northeast. I don't know like how I would possibly survive a winter here without electricity, say. It would stress them out. It absolutely stresses them out, yes. I don't know if they need other bunnies in particular. I think they just need someone else. I'll need to check up on the science behind that, but... I guess having another bunny around would be like pretty good. By one of them in some countries. Because they're such social animal. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Hamsters are one of those ones where I'm like, God, I understand why someone would want to have them as a pet. That's just asking for heartbreak, man. Hamsters are, they're so prone to death. I guess like all living things are prone to death, but it was a guinea pig. Ah, turtles? Yo, turtles will just fucking sit around doing nothing, eat some fucking leaves every so often. Hell yeah. One of my friends has turtles, or had turtles. I don't know how they're doing, or if they're with them now. It's been a long, have I ever mentioned that it's been a long time? My turtles seem to be balling. Hell yeah. That friend had fish and turtles. Or one. No, they did have 2 turtles. They did. Those turtles were real fuckers, by the way. 80 pet guinea pigs. And he rescued them all. That's a lot of guinea pigs to take care of. They're adorable. That's beautiful. That's probably like a full-time job to take care of them, but I guess that's why you're doing it. Nilia, I've seen you have changed over to a wolf. Eating like 2 whole watermelons. Yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling it. Swarm them like dead fish in the ocean. Wish I could be a Pomeranian. I see. Chirping noises is very cute. Sounds cute. Also sounds like a pain in the ass to take care of, but I guess that's, I mean, they knew that. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Holy shit, it's almost 10. Where did the time go? Into the past is the answer. Guys, what do I do about this? All right. Like, we had lunch, right? And usually I'm the one to ask, like, hey Ma, are you hungry after work? Like, I'll prepare something for you when you get here. Because usually she's not that hungry. But today she sends me a message literally like 20 minutes ago going, I'm deaf hungry tonight. So I said, Lamau, okay, think of what you want. And you know what she says to me? No, you think. What? What the fuck you mean me think? I'm not the one who's gonna be hungry. Also, I made a classic origin error. And the decision making. Just make her something good. The thing is, my mom is a very picky person when it comes to food. So I always have to make sure on it. Can she resist 6 pizzas? She probably can resist 6 pizzas because we had pizza the other day. We still have leftover pizza in the oven, in the fridge even. Because I'll be like, all right, time to get 20 chicken nuggets from McDonald's, and she'll be like, fuck you, no. I'll be like, all right, I'll make you like a sandwich, and she'll be like, not feeling it. I'm like, okay, how about cereal? Nope, none cereal. How about yesterday was 20 McNuggets. I'm telling you, she's a picky. Yesterday was easy. Yesterday was grapes. I needed to cut up a block of cheese and then some crackers to have with it. Just like a nice snack before bed, right? But I'm hungry is like a meal. I have to make a meal. Nelia, I see you are back to Bunny. Welcome back to the right side of history. Thank you. Chicken and potatoes topped with a bunch of dill and feta. Sounds pretty good. I probably would have it without the feta, but... Ooh, a small otherworldly mouse back. You know, I have to. You have to see this shit. 1 second. What? The entire conversation. This is how it ended. I want you to know this, that this is my mom we're talking about. Love out. Yeah, I know. This is how I answer too, to be honest. Evil way to answer. Gonna be so real with you. Alright, I have to think about what we're gonna eat. Because I took out chicken, but that's for tomorrow now. Can I give you a hint? Yeah, you can give me a hint. Oh, we do have that leftover chicken from the tacos as well. That's probably like a bit too spicy for this late at night. Oh, we don't have any lettuce either to make like a taco salad. Or black beans. We definitely don't have any pintos. Unhealthy? Okay, but also counterpoint, Nilia, we had fish and chips and mozzarella sticks for lunch. Yeah, exactly. Well, I had most of the mozzarella sticks. And remember how I said I made a classic origin mistake? It was thinking that if I ate them really quickly, right when I took the lactate, it would make it not be as bad. Wrong. Loud, incorrect buzzer noise. Burrito? You guys tried the speedrun try and got punished? I did. It was really good though. Big fucking burrito. I don't think we could get a burrito anywhere but Taco Bell. And she would be like, nah, I'd rather just get Baja's tomorrow. And I'd be like, Ma, we're having the chicken tomorrow. Get some tacos? I don't know about that. I might be able to convince her to get some like plain ass tacos from Taco Bell. I must understand. My family is very much like me in a lot of sense when it comes to food. A quick grocery run? I mean, I could do a quick grocery run, but like, I can't afford food. I gotta make do with what we get on like our big trips to the grocery store. Go like twice a month for food, and then we make everything we need in those with that food we got. Sometimes we get stuff from outside, which is probably what we're gonna have to do tonight if she wants something big. Although if she tells me I want grilled cheese, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Fuck. That's like the most work for the least amount of food returned, I think. Of things I can make anyway. Because it's easy, right? Grilled cheese is easy, but it's so much time. What are your options? That's what I was thinking of. So the thing is, we're gonna have to go shopping tomorrow to get lettuce because we don't have any lettuce for the chicken salad we're supposed to make. Oh, in theory. That much time? Yes, it does. It does take that much time. What the fuck? Not. Once again, it's not that it takes a lot of time for what it is what I'm trying to say. Like, when I'm like, I have to butter up like like half a loaf of bread. Then it's like cooking them, and then our burners are all different, and I can never remember like what pan is best on what. So sometimes some take forever, and other times others are too quick. It's like, it's just really fucking annoying for no reason, even though it's really easy. Like, why? I just wish it was like less annoying. I guess it would be if I just made grilled cheese just for her, but I'm also getting hungry. The only thing I've eaten today is that fish and chips and mozzarella sticks. So grilled cheese is on the menu, in case you're wondering. Still, despite everything I said, we have like eggs and Spam. I could probably make like a breakfast sandwich. That's pretty good. That's like the same amount of effort as a grilled cheese, but it tastes better and you get a lot more and it's varied. I would describe it. So I'd much rather make that. I think that's it. I don't think we have any meats that are out of the freezer that would be good. We have bacon, but that's also for another meal. I could make her a sandwich. We still have leftover lunch meats from that one salad. Fuck. I could make like a fruit salad. We have a decent amount of fruits around that we probably won't need. Make a big plate of nachos. You know what? I could do that. I could make some nachos actually. Like I said though, I don't know if that would be good enough. It's a little spice on the spicy side, especially with the taco meat, the chicken we have left. But we do have tomatoes and cheese and nachos, like tortilla chips. We probably could make like a pretty good one. Feed her a pepper, see if she likes it. Think of nachos for dinner before, especially nice when oven baked. Fuck. My mom's a real freak. She likes her nachos cooked in the fucking microwave. I don't think we have any onion. I think we used that all the other day. Yeah, we used it all for a omelet we made. What other things do we have? Some ground meat on top as well. The bacon bits. Like, we have bacon. We could definitely make something with bacon bits. I'll have to make the bacon though. And ground meat, we don't really have. Yesterday I did make hamburgers for hamburger salad, but we only had enough lettuce for one person. So I ended up having like regular hamburgers. And I did not to brag, but I did a really fucking good job on the flavor of the burger. Cause I knew it had to be eaten cold because it was gonna be in a salad, right? And I didn't know which burgers I was gonna eat versus what my mom was gonna eat. So it was like, I had to cook it all the way to well, basically. And then I needed to season it like a lot so that it had like a very distinct taste to it, since it was gonna be with a bunch of other shit. And I think I did a crazy good job. Unfortunately, it's all gone. There's nothing left of those burgers. Welcome back, Nelia. Wait a second. This is web fishing. I've been listening. As you can see, there's nothing I can really like make that's big. We plan our meals like so far ahead that I don't really take anything out until it's ready to be used for like a specific meal. Man, I could fuck up a Caesar salad right now, though. Yo, Applebee's order is open. Applebee's is open, baby. Happy hour appetizers, maybe. I don't know when that starts and ends. Hello, Bunny. For some reason, we were talking. You did come up in conversation. I forget why. Oh, right, because of the bunnies die when they're lonely thing. And then Yoshi said we should check up on you. Yeah. I remember now. It's okay. I have Yoshi. Yo, we'd love to hear it. I was saying you were probably off playing like Dota 2 or Slay the Spire 2. Then make whatever the most hearty. The most hearty thing I can make is probably like nachos plus the chicken from the other night plus maybe some pink beans, cheese. But the problem is that's a lot for 11 o'clock at night, right before bed. That will lead to an upset stomach for sure. But I might have that for myself tomorrow. You and I lead different lives. Well, yes. I mean, you know about when I go to bed. My mom goes to bed way earlier than that. Because she's working, not to be rude to both of us, but she's working like a real job and has to get up early for it. So, man, yeah. Right now they're currently at 25 from 17. What the fuck, Yoshi? So, like, missing out on like sleep because I gave her something that upsets her stomach is like, that's no bueno. Now, if it was a weekend when I know she didn't have work tomorrow, maybe I'd suggest that. I probably will still suggest it just in case she wants to, you know, sometimes you give it, you give up, you take that chance, right? For a good meal. It is a weekend. My mom works weekends on and off. So some days, some weeks she's on, some weeks she's off. And she picks up a lot too. Yeah. Honestly, the reason I don't stream longer, like past 11, is because my mom gets back at 11. So I want to make sure I'm ready to do what I need to do in case she needs to eat and other things like that. Look, I gotta be able to pull my weight somehow. You know, and if that's the way I can do it, that's the way I'll do it. Plus, you guys see how I am after like the stream time goes. I get tired real quick. Good child. I am 30. I'll have you know, I'm old. You are still your parents' child. That's true. I am still my parents' child. I think there are people in similar positions to me that don't do like everything they can to help out, and those people suck. Compared to me. I'm not gonna say they suck. They might have different situations that call for different things. You know what I mean. All right, we'll end the stream after this this humming in the air. Thank God I got this. Oh my God. Is it just like over there? I'm assuming so because you're both going that way. Oh, it's like over there on the beach. It's over here. Why did Nilia leave? Nilia! Was swimming in the water. Oh. I crashed. It's beta. It's a beta. All right. It's technically a beta. If you want to come back in for the last bit, feel free. Or if you want to just stay out and just talk and chat, that's also fine. Ape Bugs joined the lobby. All right. Well, that answered that question. Petite Planet, let me join your fucking beta! Hey, I have a last topic of conversation to have before the stream ends. How fucking funny is it that Mahjong Soul is collabing with Sword Art Online? Oh, it's so fucking funny. It sure is something. It's so silly. New SAO game? I think they're doing Sword Art Online's doing a lot of things. It definitely probably has a lot to do with the new game. And get it twisted, I will be playing that game. This might be a surprise to you. In my youth, I was like, oh, SAO has some good ideas. And I played one of their games on the PSP, I think. In like so long. That's because like at a certain point, everyone at the same time realized it's bad. And so like everyone stopped paying attention to it. But maybe they're thinking that's why they're bringing it back. Yeah, from the start. Like I said, I was a kid. I thought like in some ways that SAO wasn't the worst thing in the world. I still understood that it wasn't great. But it wasn't until way later that I realized, oh, this is like bad. Where is this nasty thing? It's like across the bridge in like the ocean. For the nostalgia angle? I think so. And I think that's why they're making the game without the characters. Like as the main focus. Because without a doubt, the weakest part of SAO are the characters. Not because they are fundamentally bad, but because the writer's really bad with them. Like just really bad. I don't know how many people here know of it, but the SAO Abridged series by Somewhat Witty is kind of proof positive that like the problem is almost entirely the character writing for SAO. The characters are all extremely mid. They're all extremely mid to bad. It's crazy. I love Pharmagia. Me when I'm lying. Kirito's the most boring self-insert. He's not just boring, he's actively bad. Kirito is not a good character. Like, And I'm not just saying that like, oh, he's like a bad person. Like, he's not well written and like it's not good. How cool and hot he is. True. Even his sister. Yeah, remember when I was talking about how the writer for Sword Art Online is horrible at character writing? That's maybe the worst part of it. It's up there. There's a lot of really fucked up shit. Like, Shion, that character, the reason she's around is because, like, because Kirito was basically there to listen to her trauma dump about, like, her objectively horrible life. And you're like, it kind of seems like you're taking care of, like, you're taking advantage of this person's, like, life situation for your own means. It's not good. It's not good. They really fucked up with the character writing in that game. And game series. I guess game at this point. But you know what would make the series a lot better? If you took out all the characters and just used the setting, which is literally what this game is supposed to be. So fingers crossed on that one. We'll see if it's any good. All right, there goes that. Anyway, we get it twisted. We're absolutely playing the SAO game. Just the more actiony dot hack. Maybe. And you want to know something? Now that I've played the dot hack games, I have a good reference point now, don't I? Let me get back to the starting area. Dot hack has more soul. Oh, like as a series, objectively correct. Like even with how fucking, I'm gonna be so real with how like they handled so much of it from what I played, compared to like the SAO series. I'm like, no, this is like someone actually fucking gave a shit. Like in some ways, riff again. Tries to say something. Yeah. If it does it well. In some instances, it does not. In some, it does. But mostly, you know, at least it's trying. Yeah, exactly. And I appreciate that way more than whatever the SAO is trying to do. Which is like, just objectively a blatant power fantasy of like the loner type, right? Does it in a very 2000s way. Yep. Yep. And you're discussing dot hack and Sword Art Online. True! But the thing is, I've always liked Sword Art Online's setting. I think that it is the most fucking ruined setting of all time. Until the later half. The problem is the writer cannot help himself. Literally, the writer cannot help himself. He needs to be stopped. About the setting. Anything special. Here's the thing. What makes a setting special, right? Obviously, this isn't a conversation I'm going to get in at the literal last second of the stream. But I think it's not about what makes it special as in what it does correct for what it's trying to do. Being memorable. I can tell you an unfortunate a lot about this SAO setting, but that's just me. Oh, that is unfortunately just me. I remember there's a flying dungeon in the sky. It's not really in the sky. Like the whole thing is the dungeon. All 100 floors of the game are the dungeon. It looks like it's flying because the first floor is massive. It's a whole thing. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into the fucking... I can't cast me when I have no MP. Don't they end up skipping like half the floors? They skip almost every floor. They get to like floor 60, right? And then they're like, we're just gonna end it here with like a battle between these two dudes. Two rifts. I know, you can do it while I'm getting to the end. Well, I'm getting to the end of the stream. They skip like the later half of the floors because they just have a battle for it. And they skip a lot of the floors in between then because if they went over all of them, it would have taken forever in a story sense. So in reality, Sword Art Online did very little. Can you stand still? Oh my God. And click unstuck. What? Hi. To try and stack. Oh. Anyway, the point of the matter is I have some amount of faith in the new SAO game, but not a whole lot. We'll see. Now the new dot hack game, I also have like a little bit of hope of, but I'm not I'm not gonna be super excited to see it until we get here. If the dot hack can keep up the aesthetics of the era, that'd be sick. Like what I played there, based off what you do, it's yes and no, but yes. They never did a dot hack MMO. I'm pretty sure they did, but I don't think it was good. The whole thing was that like skills could appear based on your actions, but there were a set amount of skills that like you knew you could get like as like a default or whatever. And there was a whole hidden skill system. And, like there's a lot of shit that's going on in that game. He didn't invent super... Okay. I'm going to say shit that's going to sound like, wow, you sure know a lot about SAO, you fucking nerd. I know. Please bear with me. So what happened was there were secret skills in SAO, the game, that would unlock under specific conditions and only for a select few people. One of them was dual wielding. That is a secret skill. The other is one that Heathcliff used. I think it was called like, it was something defense, impossible defense, something like that. NFT skills, shake my head. Yeah, kind of. There are other ones, and it is definitely like a thing you can play with in the setting. But the problem is, because of the way the story was written, you only see two of them and nothing else. Making a game balanced. I mean, there's a lot of things you can say about SAO. That shit was not balanced. But I don't know if that's because of the way they wrote the game in the initial novelization or whatever. And you're stuck sucking ass? Kind of, yes. And also, like, there are some things that are objectively broken, like more broken than others, and your mom is hungry? Don't worry, we're fine. Like I said, 11 o'clock, Nelia. 11 o'clock. Don't worry, I would never be late because of this. Remember just to cook? No. I usually cook in the time it takes for her to get back. She leaves work at 11. I call at 11:15 because that's how long it usually takes for her to get outside into her car. And by the time between that call and her getting back, I can usually cook if I need to. I got that. There is a method to my madness, believe it or not. Stopped leveling at 30. You stop playing. What do people get to learn a secret skill and you just like stop playing the game? Well, the point of the matter is you couldn't stop playing the game. Just never find out because nobody knows about it. Yep. Man, when Petite Planet... I mean, technically right now if you got access to the early beta, but fucking... God damn it. Tim Fist. Tim Fist indeed. Except I'm like a way angrier Tim Fist, if you can believe it. Anyway. Sword Art Online game, we'll play it. Dot Hack game, we'll play it. Don't worry, we'll be playing all this shit. Apparently, almost no one from the initial beta got into the second one. From what I saw. It's very strange, the rollout for this one. Normal gacha players. And yet, I'm still here without one. Fucked up, ain't it? Fuck! Hey! Oh, this isn't very pleasant to look at. Okay, it fixed itself. Better not ruin my perfect game. Anyway, let's end the stream there. Or end the conversation there. The cat eyes were freaking the hell out. I had my hands on the keyboard wrong. I tried to type it in. It was just a bunch of characters. Try to track me. Yeah, I was going crazy. I don't know what's going on there. Oh! Here we go. Oh, am I spinning because you're spinning? Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. All right. Post your Joels in the chat so I can say that we're done. There we go. Wow, 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 wow. Hello up there. Hello. Let me see. What's tomorrow? I think I saw the bug tree to my name. Oh shit. That ain't good. Michael ate a bug. Michael ate a bug. Shit. Alright, see ya. Yep. Thank you. Thank you for getting me back on track. I got distracted by by Nilia. Joe Man. Joe Man, it's the end of the stream. I'll see you all tomorrow. I hope you have a great rest of your Friday and Saturday morning, and I will see you all then. Thank you for the follow. Bye.